All right, we are recording. All right, folks, welcome to the Wing Company, downtown Raeford, North Carolina. My good friend Larry Long, how you doing, brother?
Doing good, man.
We are in the banquet room of the Wing Company, downtown Raeford. Normally we're out front, but there's some folks eating, so we didn't want to interrupt them. Hal Nunn here, Larry Long, and each Thursday at 4 o'clock we do a little live spot here on Facebook Live. Today we're going to record it and post it, so we're going to be quick about it, so no need to hang around too long, just going to get the highlights. But if you notice this big burger sitting in front of me right here, that's because they've got a new menu, Larry. They got an excellent menu now, and here it is all laid out for you at the Wing Company. They have a new menu. They have a new plate service. You used to get your meals in a basket with a little paper plate. Now you get this fancy plate, actual knives and forks, and they got a whole new menu. And I'm going to say it for one time and one time only. So be ready. This is the badass big ass burger. How's that? Badass big ass burger right there. So probably on our last break here, we're going to take a little snap of it and I'll give you a taste. If you can eat one of those in one setting, you may need to go see the doctor in a few weeks. But that is a good sized burger. And right here at the Wing Company, you can get it with several other big burgers and their new menu. Check them out. Anytime, downtown Raeford and all their locations around the Fayetteville area, Ebro and Robeson County. So we want to thank them, the Wing Company. We want to thank Brock Realty of Raeford and Rockfish Speedway for helping us out. We got a real fast show for you. We're going to do news first, and then we're going to bring in a special guest, Mr. John Roper, the 1990 graduate of Hoke County High School, state champion, and former Major League Baseball pitcher for my team growing up, the Cincinnati Reds. So we have to rock and roll with that. That'll be fun. But Larry, news this week is obviously still talking election. Everybody's talking election and they're protesting and everybody's arguing about this, that, and the other. I say it's about time we move on. What do you think?
Well, they got to find out who's going to be our governor first.
Well, there's a whole lot of races that are still in question. Yes, Pat McCrory and Roy Cooper are still battling it out over 5,000 or 10,000 votes, and evidently there's been some lawsuits, and this one's probably going to last a while. You remember the Bush-Gore thing way back?
Yeah.
And it went into the lawyers, and what happens when you get the lawyers involved?
Well, you drag on and on.
And what happens? Who gets rich?
Whoever got the most money.
The lawyers get rich because nobody else seems to win. But down here in Hoke, obviously we've got some provisional ballots and some absentee ballots that's got to be counted. I believe it's 399 absentee, 600 provisional. That's about 1,000 right there. So the race was only about 300 difference from the bottom two numbers. So we'll find out. Friday will be the big one, and then anybody that does any protesting or anything like that, they got 2 days to submit it. So Friday, be on the lookout for that. I do want to mention the election and the ballots, but also mention the health store downtown Raeford is open back up. You know, they do a lot of good work for people in this community.
That's right, and you know, a lot of people right now needing help.
And every year they serve over 100 families for their Christmas program.
That's outstanding.
They give them food, they give the kids toys, and they do all that, but they take donations, so please check out the health store over on Central Avenue in Maine. Also, make sure you make your donations. I understand they'll be taking donations for a few more weeks. Then they're going to stop, and then they're going to start working on their Christmas donation gifts, food and toys and things like that. That's the health store downtown Raeford. The Raeford Hoke Chamber of Commerce is going to have their hometown Christmas right on Main Street. Last year was year number 1. This is year number 2. And I had a really good time. They had a lot of vendors downtown, and they had Santa Claus. I understand they had such a long line that they're going to bring one of Santa's helpers.
That sounds good, doesn't it?
It does. They always have vendors out there. Businesses can set up for absolutely free.
What about everyone float in the parade?
It's not a parade. It's just a downtown Christmas in the evening. There'll be some churches involved. People will be getting involved, so come down to Raeford on December 8th. I do want to mention in the News Journal this week, I don't have my copy with me, but I want you to make sure you pick up your copy of the News Journal, 50 locations around the county. They did a story about one of our first responders. Chris Jacobson had a heart attack this past year, and he's in recovery, and his family is in need. They're taking up donations. Miss Ruth Fairbanks and Ron Fairbanks are helping them out. You'll have to get the paper to get a number for that, but I'm sure one of your fire departments or EMS agencies are going to be helping them sell tickets for like a raffle for a 48-inch TV that you could watch the Super Bowl on. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you what, that's a very worthy cause. You know, we always talk about the first responders, you know?
Yep.
And this is a young man who needs some help.
And let's go out and help them if we can. And speaking of first responders, every Friday night, even with this new menu and these new burgers, they still do First Responder Fridays, 15% off for law enforcement, EMS, fire and rescue. So make sure if you are a first responder on Friday nights, you come to the Wing Company downtown Raeford. So because we have a guest in the next segment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try this burger right here. This is the BA burger. I said I was only going to say it one time. It's got everything on it from bacon to mozzarella sticks. Let me show the inside of that bad boy right there. That's something waiting to happen right there.
Yeah, calories.
Oh, well, you got to work those calories off. Down on the bottom is a fried egg.
Oh, okay.
So this is the badass big burger, and I'm gonna try it right here live on the What's Happening Hoke show. So everybody dig in. Let me see what's happening here. Man,
As advertised, right?
it's also got some salsa on it. Got a little kick to it. Not a food expert, but let me tell you something. That's good.
I heard that.
So we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back with John Roper, former Major League Baseball player, Hoke County Buck. Now he's back home. He's helping out our ball players, and we'll see what we can do there. So stay tuned in just a few seconds.